Yes, they do. Some people do. What? What? 2 seconds.
That's right. It's the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live stream audience there, Facebook, YouTube, Apple TV, LinkedIn, and of course, Periscope TV. We appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. If you don't have the app, download it. It's free, KMET1490am.com. You can download that to your mobile device. It's amazing. It's free. Just make sure you're on good Wi-Fi. And make sure you're not traveling and financially paying for it up the wazoo. We got Mr. Jesse Sanchez over there. Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning. Yeah, don't pay up the wazoo.
Yeah, that's no fun. Have you ever gotten like a bill and you're like, I didn't know all that was supposed to be on my charge? Do you remember back in the day, way back in the day, when we used to like have to download things and it was super slow and it was like painfully, like just painstakingly slow. And now you don't even have to pay for like long distance. You don't have to pay for any of that stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I remember. I remember the old phone bills from the early 2000s. You remember those?
Yeah.
You do like an extra 2 text messages and you're charged like $50. Horrible.
Or you'd have to call them after a certain time, right? In order to be like,
I remember that. Don't call me till after 8.
Yeah. Or if you were the cheap one in the room, you're like, hey, do you have unlimited for me? And like, yeah. And you had friends and family, right? So you would call them, hang up, and then they would call you back. My mom would do that with my dad all the time because she was at work and she wanted to make it like she didn't have the outgoing. So you know what I mean? So she'd do the one ring, maybe a 2 ring, hang up, and then do another ring, like answer, or he would call her back. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I was just like, okay, well, whatever, as long as we don't go back to that. Because whenever there's new technology, we kind of go and we make a lot of money at the beginning. And then we're like, well, how hard was long distance? You know how much money they made on long distance? You're like, is there a switch that somebody's actually connecting? I mean, do we go back to the old days where you take it out, operator, which one do you want to be plugged into? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Whoa, I haven't pictured that in a long time. The little operators pop up.
Yeah, exactly. So here's what I propose. Let's move forward in a great way. SpaceX. Let's talk about it, Jesse. You mentioned some very interesting information. SpaceX, people traveling into space. I know we always talk about stuff happening on the Earth. Boring, right? Especially when we talk about coronavirus, Trump, Biden, what's happening around the world. Let's talk about the future. Where are we going with the future? So, Jesse, where do you think we're going with SpaceX?
Honestly, I'm like SpaceX, that's Elon Musk's company, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to have another company other than NASA go into space is kind of a big deal, at least for me anyway. Hopefully they'll normalize it. And no, first I want them to set up some type of like compound, like set us up on the moon or something. Or are we not allowed to go to the moon yet? Are the moon people still there?
Some theorize people are already on the moon, on the other side of the moon, but I don't know. I mean, conspiracies abound everywhere. I just say this, look, at the end of the day, let's move forward. Let's not go backward. And here's the latest news on SpaceX that Jesse's talking about. There's a lot going on. The SpaceX's Crew 1 flight. There's a lot of video coming in on, and they took Yoda, baby Yoda, with them to space. How cool is that, Jesse?
That is awesome, considering he was born in space. See, this is the way. They're taking him home.
Let's start up baby Yoda DNA sequencing, because baby Yoda is cool, right? I mean, he's all smart, he's all amazing, you know, he's a little tiny guy, but got all that power in that little brain of his, right? Maybe it's in the ears, maybe he transmits out the ears, I don't know. Speaking of which, Mandalorian, Jesse, quick question, is it as good as it sounds?
Yes, it is. If you're not watching The Mandalorian, shame, get on it. It's a great show. It's a lot of history, and plus with this newest episode they brought a lot of stuff to light, so I'm just excited for it and excited for next week. I'm just excited for what they with the future for the Star Wars franchise. Because let's be real, not a lot of us were a fan of the newest movies,
Yeah.
and hopefully they'll be able to give us some quality stuff, some quality stories.
No, I agree, man. They totally messed up the last. I like the girl who played the Jedi. There were just certain parts I'm just like Disney. Just like I don't know what George Lucas was thinking. He was like, "Nah, let me cash in on this and have some fun." But I kind of wish they had put some thought in that. I'm not gonna lie. The first three were okay. Obviously, when you go back to the original, it's difficult. But when you put them all together, you have that never ending theme of light versus dark, right? Good versus evil, good versus evil. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? And everybody wonders, I don't know. And everybody gets, freaked out. But at the end of the day, look, man, let's just be good and try to move into outer space. Because the question is often brought up, should we go into outer space? And I think a lot of people, honestly, are kind of dreading going into outer space because they're like, what's out there, right? And then there's a small percentage that are like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about coronavirus. I'm going to go and explore the universe beyond the universe, right? How cool is that? Like, how far away do you think we could be? Like, if everybody got along and we all got together and we actually says, you know what? I got some cool technology. I got some great ideas. Let's move forward in time and get prepared for a future life on another world in another time in another space galaxy. How cool is that? Like black hole theory, nobody even thinks about. Right? Black hole theory, being able to transport from one realm to another realm immediately through a black hole. The answer, it doesn't work. Because technically, people think it works. It doesn't. It actually no longer works because it got closed up and all the black holes are gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But here's the thing, they're not. But people think they can travel through black holes and they can't because it crushes them. But, wormhole theory is a whole other theory. And then there's space-time continuum and people are thinking, wait, how can I go? Wait, I'm so confused. But wouldn't it be cool if they had this device, just throwing this out there, Jesse, if they had like what's called, I don't know, patent pending, transporter. You get where I'm going with this? And then you could transport from one realm to another safely. We're opening stuff that shouldn't be opened, right? Creating black holes where black holes shouldn't exist, basically creating a meltdown for everybody because now there's a black hole here, there's a black hole there, a black hole everywhere. Like, no, so you create a good, with the right technology, transporter, and you go from one realm to the other realm, boom, like lickety split. How cool would that be, Jesse?
That would be cool. But my only problem with, teleporting stuff like that, Star Trek, so technically, you're being ripped apart and then put back together, correct?
That's a great question. To be honest, I don't really know. I mean, what if, like, go back to the fax machine, right? How do you send signals from one place to another and you actually are able to make sure they match? Now, the question is, if one receiver is bad, do you create a duplicate copy? Do you create the same copy? There's like questions that people have, right? And then you got people like with the fly, right? What if a fly gets all of a sudden stuck in the middle? Did you ever see that?
Yes, we've seen that. I've seen that movie.
Okay, so the
cry.
Yeah, explain that. Explain that. The fly gets in for those that haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, so the guy builds a teleportation pod, and unbeknownst to him, a fly goes in, and it's pretty much they combine DNA, so he slowly becomes a man fly. I don't know how you put it. Fly man.
Well, I think some like insects would be like, yeah, finally. Because I mean, when you think about it, right? There's some like think about it. Like whenever like Spider-Man, even him, he was like, look at all the things I could do. This is amazing. Like, right? He was like able to like be super strong because the insect world, or most insects actually, if we were like splicing their DNA with our DNA, all of a sudden the things we could do. Do you understand what I'm saying? But the reality is he started to like kind of go backwards, and then all of a sudden, his DNA was starting to splice a little too much. And then, of course, at the end of the show, people are like, no, but in reality, I mean, wouldn't it be cool if he could take part of that, and technically create a cool, like super strong guy? You know what I mean? That's it's a cool theory. I don't know that it'll ever take off, but you know what I mean? You never know. I mean, like in billion years into the future or a gazillion years, if that's a thing, who knows? You never know. But at the end of the day, I think it's important just to focus on this day. So where are you guys at? Where are you tuning in at? Let us know on social media. Let's look at the comments right now and see what you guys got some theories, because I know it's always coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. Let's focus on some cool stuff. All right. Here's who we got tuning in. We got Stephanie Reed, good old Stephanie. Hello, happy editing this glorious day for today's awesomeness. Busy day ahead. Stephanie, we appreciate you. Thank you. Maria says this. Good morning. Thank you, Maria. Judy Munoz says watching from Rawlins, Wyoming, USA. We appreciate you. Cedric over there. Wesley waving hi. Thank you. And others. All right. So look, at the end of the day, Jesse, I think SpaceX is a great new frontier that we definitely got to work on, because we got to focus on beyond our reality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. We need to explore, find some new things. Hopefully we will run into aliens that want to eat us or conquer us. Hopefully they'll like, oh, hey, you guys are trying at least.
At least, yeah. You know, I like that you said that, because I think sometimes some species are probably so advanced. They look at the human species, they go, why would we want to like help you guys out? You guys just destroy each other, right? I kind of feel like some species out there that are highly advanced and way ahead of us kind of go, you guys take each other out. Why would we want to help you like advance, right? You guys aren't like, you're so dumb. You take each other out before you can even get to the next level, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we just kind of need to focus on ourselves first a little bit. You know, I mean, still explore, still get out there, but I think all the other ones are like, these people just want to take each other out. I mean, I'm looking at some of the news, Jesse, and it makes me really sad. For example, I'm going to pull up just the world, and here's some of the top headlines. Okay, these are the things that we have to deal with. Asia's economies are bouncing back. The West is headed in the other direction. That's the top headline. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Asia's doing good. West isn't, heading the other direction. Okay, that's a little weird headline. The second one is China looms as Biden's biggest foreign policy challenge. Okay, that's all right. Now, the fifth one down talks about Belarus police beating protesters inside a supermarket. And at least 1,000 people, 1,000 people detained in Belarus in a single day following a protester's death. So look, we got things just going terribly wrong. And unfortunately, you got to ask, well, how do we fix things, right? If let's just say there was another really advanced intelligence design coming to our Earth, they go, oh, okay, looks like a great planet. Let's look at this, and we could share some technology to help these people out. Oh my God, like, would they get scared? Would they be like, you guys are just terribly evil and or not good, or just what would they say? Would they want to help us out? Would they be like, I don't know, you guys, I don't know, you got hope, I'll give you that. Some of you have love amongst yourselves, but others, you're unjoyful, you're a pain in the butt on everybody else's butt except yours, because you think your stuff don't stink. And at the end of the day, people just are like, we're supposed to help them out. Why? You know what I mean, Jesse?
Yep, I know what you mean. It's just like, what's the point of helping you if you guys are just gonna take our technology and just wipe each other out?
Yeah, exactly. But I think it takes a certain set of characteristics for people to hopefully say and or prove we're ready and willing. We got along ahead of time. We are so happy on this earth. I don't know that we're there yet, obviously, but I would hope at some point, way into the future, whenever that is, that at some point people would say, you know what? Yeah, I'd like to visit other galaxies and or universes. I'm sure they have some pretty cool technology. I mean, if you could invent 3 different technologies to help your life better, Jesse, what would you create?
Well, first off would be some type of like hearing aid that translates languages. So if someone's speaking an unknown language to you, it'll translate it to whatever language you understand.
I like that. Like an instant translator, transponder device, patent pending, whatever that is.
So this way it allows you to communicate with more people, because that's the biggest barrier for all of us, is the fact that a lot of us don't speak the same language.
I agree 100%. And I love language. Language is very different in every single person. But the way you can communicate, technically I think you're right. Okay, so we're going to take a quick break, ask you guys' opinion out there, ladies as well. Let us know what cool things and/or devices that you wish were actually made and, would make life a lot easier. Sorry, like that. Let me get it right. So we're going to take a quick break here on the morning show. Let's hypothesize, okay? Let's get outside of our own bodies and start thinking about the future and think, how cool would it be if we were able to create a future that we're like, you know what? Coronavirus, once we get over that, we can move beyond, right? We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned. All right, we're on our commercial break. For those of you tuning in, we appreciate you as well. Thanks for joining us. Again, weekdays right here on the morning show, we talk about all kinds of stuff. And usually we talk a lot of news, talk some good news, some bad news, some like whatever news. But you know what? I think we should take a little bit of time and just start thinking about, I don't know, life. And we could like fast forward all of this life and just like if you were able to put yourself 100 years into the future, what would you hope the future would look like 100 years from now? Wouldn't that be cool, Jesse?
Oh yes, that would be great. Mainly, I would just want people to stop arguing over the shade of their skin.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Is it really that important? I'd be like, oh, I don't like that guy because he's darker than me. Oh, I don't like that person because he's lighter than me.
No, I completely agree. I agree 100%. And in reality, I think, we just have to focus on one single mission. And it's like, look, what are we going to do when we get the technology there, right? Are we going to like blow ourselves up? God forbid. Are we going to help each other out? I certainly hope so. Are we going to move each other forward and not backwards to want to, I don't know, help out humanity? I think it's possible. They say save the planet. You think we're saving the planet right now, Jesse?
As much as I would like to believe we are, if we are, we're going really slow.
Yeah.
Not fast enough.
Yeah, and I think other species are like, oh, come on, you guys are supposed to be the smart ones, you're supposed to save us, right? And we're just like, oh, sorry, I forgot about you, right? It's terrible. We need to start thinking about all the other, many people forget we're on this earth, but we're supposed to protect it, right? We're supposed to be the evolved species on this earth. So let's protect it first and foremost. Let's not cause harm to our own earth. We only got one, right? And so, protect the people on it, protect the other beings on it, right? Known as others. And
20 seconds.
Protect each other. Come on, let's do the right thing, people.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Jesse. Wait, did you say 3 seconds or 30 seconds?
2 seconds.
Oh, got it. Okay. That's right. It's the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Joining our live stream audience there, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope TV, LinkedIn, and much, much more. We appreciate you, each and every one of you tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from. We love you already. Spread the word. We're wanting to share a lot of information with you. And of course, we got comments and social media. We're talking about the future. Sometimes I think we focus so much on the present day, we don't think about where we want to go in life, right? And I think hope for humanity really means exactly this. Let's focus on the future. Let's see where we want to go. And let's put our sights beyond tomorrow. Does that make sense? Because I think people live for the day that they're in, but they don't think about where they're going to want to be 100 years from now, right? Some people are like, I don't care. I'm not going to want to explore space. Okay, but let's say, what if I could tell you one day maybe we could live longer than we normally would, and we could do so in such a way that, guess what? not only are we allowed to live longer, we can fix ourselves, we can heal ourselves. Some might have cybernetic like technology, others be able to regrow their like limbs eventually, but we have to learn to get along together first and foremost. What I mean, if you had that type of reality, Jesse, and you were able to like, I don't know, visit another world, because maybe like, I don't know, another galaxy says, you know what, you guys are pretty awesome. We like you. We're going to share certain technology with you, and you get to have some pretty cool technology. And you guys create some new technology, right? And we're like, no, we kind of were trying to just fix coronavirus. Can you help us with that first? It's like, oh, okay. And then, but you know, they come to our planet. I'm just hypothesizing here. It hasn't happened yet. But you know, let's just say it happened. And then all of a sudden they say, well, you know, we want to help you out. We're like, well, we're not really ready to be helped out because we can't even be kind to one another. We don't want to say that. We want to be like, let's be kind, let's be loving, let's be peaceful. And then when they're ready to come to help us out, rid us of coronavirus, I don't think they want to get coronavirus, right? It's a terrible disease and people are dying left and right. And the reality is a lot of sad people of the world, unfortunately, are just upset and mad and angry with life. They hate what they have to do each and every day, right? And that's what I'm seeing in the world. It's sad. I'm looking at top news headlines and I'm like, really? So why don't we just switch the gears a little and stop talking about what's the current present time and start thinking about the future? What would you like to see? Maybe it's not even about you. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to live forever, but I want my kids to live a pretty good time, and I want their kids to because you at some point you got to be like, you know, the person that they say, I remember, right? I remember grandpa, I remember grandma, or great-great-grandpa, or great-great-grandma. You know, the list goes on and on and on, right? So the question is, what kind of world do you want to leave for the rest of the world? So I'm going to go to social media comments first. Let's see what we got here in social media. Let's see if anybody's commenting on that. Maria says this: it would be nice for us all in the future to go to the moon or Mars, though, for sure, or beyond. I wonder what really is out there, right? I know, exactly. It kind of makes me question things when I start thinking beyond our own sphere. But the reality is, are we ready? I don't know. I hope so. Certainly hope so. Let's see. Then there's this one. Cedric says this, because we're talking about cool things that also would make life pretty amazing, right? Cedric says this: automatic house door opener, automatic lighter, portable 3D image. Okay, all right. Automatic house door opener. They actually have that. It's a Ring device. It's actually pretty cool. And it connects to your like mobile phone. You just like doop, 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 and you can do it like from another way. You can do it all. Automatic lighter. I'm not sure what that means, but the portable 3D image. What do you think about that, Jesse?
Portable 3D image. So what would I do with that?
Well, 3D imaging, I mean, it has its applications, right? Maybe like printing. Maybe he's thinking of printing devices that can print 3D objects like on the fly, and you could like take it anywhere and you'd be like, oh, I need that really quick. And it's like, you know, makes a device for you. You're like, okay, send me your schematics. Okay, all right, cool. And then plug it in and it gets like duplicated. Maybe that's what he means, like a portable one.
That'd be cool if it was more commonplace.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool. Like I'd be like, I don't know if it would be good for clothing or, I mean, it just abounds the ideas of like a 3D imager processing unit known as, I think what he means is a 3D printer, which actually creates stuff. I hate to use the word printing because printing is an outdated, you know, technology. People are like, why would you want to print and create with ink? No. They actually have cool devices right now where you can actually make things out of nothing. And, you know, you can make like a statue, you can create in a computer program technically, and then you can create it and you can test it. Nope, that doesn't work. You can test a new beta one. Oh, that doesn't work. They have VR now headsets, which you put on. You can do a 3D space. You're like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do this, do that. And then you print it out in real world and you're like, oh, that's amazing, right? Like a new device. You're thinking, what can make my life a little bit easier? Oh, let's do this. And then you get together with a brainiac from some other part of the world, and they're like, oh, you know, I've been thinking about that. And then you send them the schematics. They go, oh yeah, here it is. Then they ship it to you and they're like, oh, that's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. And then, you know, you never get credit because, you know, patent pending doesn't exist anymore because now everybody's stealing your ideas because now it's out there in the universe, right? So anyway, my point is this: technology is good up to a point. Never. No, I'm just kidding. It actually is. The reality is when you get to share technology, let's face it, and you can move forward the world and move forward in life and make technology pretty cool and amazing. How far have we come in the last 2 decades, Jesse? Remember the devices that took us very long and were so arduous and so difficult and just like painfully, just like, oh, why do I have to wait for this download to occur just to get music in your ear, right, Jesse?
Yeah, that's a big. If you just think about it, go from those wax records and then straight to downloading music. What 100 years later?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, and that's stored for time. So we got music up the wazoo. We've got things that make us happy. Are we listening to it often? Probably not. But I think, it would be cool if, like, I don't know, somebody was like, well, what do you guys have to offer? We have some pretty cool music. What do you mean? What's music? Check it out. Boom. Which one would you play first?
Ooh, Don't Stop Believing. I think that's what from Journey.
How's it go?
Don't stop believing. I don't know the rest of the words.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. I got a few, but I know this. We got to take a quick break. But, I think it's kind of fun to actually think about stuff like that because sometimes we forget what we have to offer in the form of just amazing stuff that makes people like, happy. There's certain songs that I know when I listen to, I'm like, all right, right? You're like, yeah. Reminds me of that movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, right? He's like, yeah, right. And then he's taking out people. Boom, boom, boom. He's like on his headphones, right? Right. Basic technology, but he's like, yeah, all right. So we got music, man. It's a great thing. Anyway, I think sharing music's an amazing thing. But all right, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned. All right, buddy. Let's see what else is going on in the world. Excuse me. If you're just joining us, this is our commercial break. So we're just waiting for our commercials to do the thing. We do got to support the show financially. So, it's a thing. And that way we can stay on air because, you need money in order to stay on air. But so there you go. All right. Well, this is another top headline. China looms as Biden's biggest foreign policy challenge. Here's where he stands. Let's see. Let me go. Nowhere will they be for a shift then in the U.S.-China relationship. Well, that's good. Sounds like China and U.S. want to work together now. So yay us.
$40 seconds.
All right. And if you're just joining us, let us know what's something that you really enjoy. Maybe it's like, I don't know, an activity that you've been enjoying maybe during the coronavirus weekend. I don't know if some of you stayed home. I don't know if some of you are having fun or if you're just like trying to figure out things to do. Because I think we need a couple more ideas to, because we're entering the cold months ahead, right? So as we enter the cold months, what are we going to do? I'm still
5
up
seconds.
for VR. Like VR headsets really got to get to the next level, Jesse.
2 seconds.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. Joining our live stream audience, Facebook, YouTube, live stream, Periscope TV, as well as, wherever you can find us. We appreciate you. And let's see. We got comments and social media. Let's see, like this one. Maria says, have any of you ever seen the TV show Upload on Amazon? Can you imagine having the afterlife you choose? A man is able to choose his own afterlife after his untimely death by having his consciousness uploaded into a virtual world. Honestly, I haven't given it any thought. What about you, Jesse?
I have not given that any thought either. So to pick my own afterlife that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I'd have some trouble because I really don't know what I would want to do.
I think you'd have to get options, first of all, right? You'd be like, well, what are the selections that I can do here? And what can I be? What can I do? I think it would be cool to choose who you want to be in the next life, right? You're like, okay, that guy did it good. Is that still an option? Can I be that guy? Or maybe you want to be the first guy in your own like self to like, but then you kind of like, can I be smart in that one? Can I like figure things out? I mean, some people just want to make money, right? Some people want to be a cool inventor. Some people want to like do some cool stuff. Other people just want to relax, right? They're like, oh man, that last life was terrible, right? And so they're like, okay, let me choose a really cool adventure. Remember the Choose Your Adventure books series out there?
I love those books.
What did you like about them?
The fact that you can choose your own adventure, that whatever option I chose is the outcome. And I actually have some board games for those where you choose your own adventure.
Really? Tell me about them.
It's actually made by the same company that made I think it's the same company, but Choose Your Own Adventure for the books. And you play, you have the story scenario and you play through the different chapters. And when I played with Casey, my girlfriend, let's just say we died several times.
Oh no.
And it's always because we do something stupid. Like, let's see, when she saw something, there was an option to where, she sees something shiny in the ground. Yeah. Do you want to pick it up? And I'm just like, pick it up. Don't pick it up. Because it's shiny.
Right.
Eventually, I think it was actually a trap and it ends up caving in and she ends up suffocating and dying.
Oh no.
So there's a lot of weird adventures and deaths. Like me, I died by I saw a monkey playing a violin, and so like, do you want to get closer or do you want to step away? I got closer, and then the monkey was all like, "What?" Notices me and sends like a pack of hunting dogs after me. It was really weird, but it's so cool because like you choose your adventure, and they give you so many different options on how you want to go here, go there. And it's just a really fun thing.
I think it would be fun if you took all the pain out of it, right? There's a movie. I love this movie with Tom Cruise, right? And I got to look it up. And basically, he has to do it again and again and again. But he does it at first totally reluctantly. What is it called?
Edge of Tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, Edge of Tomorrow. Okay. I think the movie could have like gotten some better stuff in it, but I liked, the concept. I just felt the ending was a little, it was a little too Hollywoodish. I think they could have done a little bit more with it, but the reality is the idea to be able to like, okay. And then, I don't know that I want to live the same day over again. That would be like, ugh, right. That would be frustrating. But to like get it and then go, okay, let's go back and then let's do it again. And he was like always rushed, right? He had to do everything at the same time, same place, same time. Oh, okay, let's do it. And then, but thankfully he had like her, but it wouldn't have been cool if he had like all of them working together at the very beginning. He's like, okay, guys, look, let's work. We got to move forward. We got to do it quick. You. And remember, they didn't even think it was him. They like make fun of him. He's like, and then it was the only one that was helping him was the other person, the other lady, which is like, you know what I know. He's like, yeah, okay, let's skip forward. And then they wasted so much time every freaking time to go, no. Like, come on. And she's like, no. And so, but my point is, if everybody was on the same page, go, okay, let's move forward. Maybe not everybody, because then you got the evil ones out there, right? Remember the other ones? They were like kind of, well, we could figure out your stuff. They're like, no, we're going to outfigure your stuff. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a great movie. I mean, it has its moments. I think they should make a part 2. They really do. Edge of Tomorrow, go check it out. It's a great film. But, I feel, unfortunately, we just got to focus on tomorrow and beyond. Okay. And I think I want to make that as the theme for today's show. Let's think about beyond whatever today is for you. Sometimes we get so focused on all of our stuff, we forget about something very simple, and it's called love. Sometimes we get focused on so many bad stuff in our lives, we forget about those closest to us. We forget that the people in our life, we want to be in our life, right? And sometimes we get so focused on making money, on having to, provide for the family. We provide, food, shelter. And sometimes the children, they grow up, the children are hurting right now, right? They're learning through what? E-learning. What's that? But, they're frustrated. The families are just getting frustrated here. And people are just like, man, can I get a break? Mm-hmm. And then you got people on the outside world just trying to like, oh, no, are you guys trying to help us? No, right? I mean, look, this top headline, I'll give you an example. All right. And this is a top headline for Biden, technically. And Biden and China. China's looming as Biden's biggest foreign policy challenge. And everybody's trying to figure out, well, what's the next step, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you think is going to happen, Jesse?
I have no idea. I'm trying to predict and see how this is going to play out, but I honestly have no clue.
What do you hope happens?
I'm just hoping that everyone just chills out. Everyone seems so crazy and wound up. And it's just like, it's scary because just the simplest thing can set people off.
It's funny you say that. That's very true. So, look, whatever you feel should happen, we still have to figure it out together. Look, government's going to do government, right? And unfortunately, there's people that make decisions for us, and then there's people that try to do the right thing, and no matter what they do, they just can't, get the help to figure it out, to move people forward, right? So, look, at the end of the day, all that I ask, each and every one of you, continue doing the right thing. Try to move people forward, not backward, and just get people doing things right versus, we'll just stick with that. Keep moving people forward, get them happy, get them like super happy eventually. And let's focus on getting everybody happy because we're all interconnected. And at the end of the day, it sounds pie in the sky mentality, but is war helping people out? Is killing one another helping people out? Is taking people out, to pasture and just leaving them there to die helping people out? I think some say, yeah, technically, if that person caused a lot of harm to other people, like genocide, right? That's a terrible thing. But, other than that, yeah, it is a thing. So look, we got to take another break here on the morning show. But here's what I want to leave you with. If you're out there and you're wondering, what do I do with my life? You know what? Maybe just start to ask yourself this question. Say, maybe if there is a creator, maybe God needs to help me. And I think God needs to help all of us because we need help on this planet. We need help more than ever. And because we need help, well, maybe we just need to say right here, right now, God, can you help us out? We're really trying here, but there's so many bad things out there that just want to take us out. So please, 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 can you help us out? Please. Thanks, guys. All right. We'll be right back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. That's right. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Weekdays, 8 a.m., the morning show right here, ABC News Radio, KMT 1490 AM. If this is your very first time, please don't make it your last. The morning show was originally created. You sent a lot of code there. It didn't transpond. That's a lot of code there, Jesse. But for those of you, that's a good. Is that the game, the Choose Your Adventure?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. So, if you've ever wondered what we do on the show, what do we do, Jesse?
We just talk, have fun, try and inform people of stuff that's happening out in the world.
That's right. And, in reality, sometimes I forget why I wanted to do this show, to be honest. I was like, yeah, I kind of reluctantly got pulled into it. I'm like, all right, sure, I'll do it. And at first I was really happy about it, really happy. And then coronavirus hit and I was like, oh, man. And then just things went south from there for me, right? And I was just like, so frustrated, right? Never getting like just stuff in a good direction, like trying to help people. But then you see people just like, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, the whole idea of setting up the morning show was to bring good news to everyone and everywhere, right? To be able to say, look, it's not that bad of a day. We're starting off your morning right. And then coronavirus hit, and we're like, every single day, right, Jesse?
Yeah. And it's just like, I go through the news and I'm just trying to find something that's not coronavirus related, nothing that's Trump or election related. And it's hard.
There's nothing out there.
It really is. And it's just like all I see are just the news media just posting negative stuff, people disappearing, and it's like I need some good stuff.
Thank you. Exactly. So if you got something good to share it right here. Share it now. We appreciate you. Rosalie over there. Let's see what she says before all right. I'll start off with that one, actually. I appreciate every one of you. When you type in, if you're not following us on Facebook, I really recommend you do so. Facebook's amazing. And you can comment and we'll see your comments there. Some people just watch. They don't even say anything. And we appreciate you too as well. And let us know in the comments and we'll do a shout out with you. Yeah, we'll do a shout out wherever you're from. So just type in your comment and maybe we'll share it. Maybe we won't, but maybe it'll get featured. Who knows?
We got 2 seconds and we're coming back.
All right, cool. Thanks. That's right. It's the morning show right here on ABC News Radio, KMT 1490 AM. That's right. It's the morning show. Weekdays, 8 a.m. Don't make it your last day. Make it forever day. Yay. In reality, a lot of you are tuning in, and we appreciate you. Whatever device and or mobile device you're using, we love you already. Just let us know in comments. Sometimes people go, wait, there's not too many people watching. I'm like, no, there's a lot of people watching. I've had comments from people I didn't even know was watching in the last week and a half. So I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. Some people, listen over the air, and others just, they're like, well, I don't have an online device. So they just, they tune in. Thank you. I appreciate you more than you know. But at the end of the day, here's what I know. Whatever we do, we got to move forward. We can't move backward. And if we go forward, guess what? Everybody's happy. Rosalie, for example, says this. Request. Can we do the morning show like at 6 a.m.? Jesse, you want to do it at 6 a.m.? I don't want to do it at 6 a.m.
I can do it at 6 a.m. I mean, I'm technically here, but I'm usually just chilling, relaxing, getting ready for the day.
I don't think I could do 6 a.m. I can barely do 5 a.m. when I officially wake up. And I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? I want to go back to sleep, right? And I try to rest like an hour and a half, maybe like whatever. But here's what she says. I keep getting calls at work. We are so busy because of open enrollment. And when I don't have a call, my coworker, hubby, is so loud. Oh, we like hubby. You know why? He's keeping you busy over there. And I'm glad that you guys work as a team. That's important. When you can work as a team, Jesse, man, that's the life. But all right, let's scroll down. Let's see. We got this one. Maria says, from Friday morning till Monday, no news allowed on TV in the house. We get tired of the same old news every day. Right. Thank you. I think sometimes we got to, be like, all right, be aware of it, be aware of what's going on, and then go, wait, how does that affect me? Oh, yeah, I got to think forward, right? Be safe. Don't do the wrong thing and try to do the right thing as much as possible. But hey, we don't judge. Okay, Stephanie Reed says this. I know November 22nd on Up TV has their Thanksgiving weekend Gilmore Girls of Gilmore, the Merrier Marathon, including the Year in the Life season, will be aired on TV. So, Jesse, speaking of which, with Thanksgiving just around the corner, I know you know what I'm going to ask.
What is that? Where am I having it?
No, what are you going to eat?
Oh, everything the light touches.
Awesome. I love that. That's amazing. You know what? That I like that. I like that. Don't eat in the dark. Seriously. But in reality, Jesse, look. Here's what I love. When people get together and they do so,
Safely.
yeah, thank you. Because unfortunately, in our life on Earth, we have a problem with coronavirus, and we need help getting rid of that thing seriously because it's just emanating and it's just killing people and it's creating havoc on all this world on the earth. And unfortunately, we just need people to remember life is worth living. Okay. Because I've got so many different calls throughout the week. Some people are just like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And some people are just sad. Some people just like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like giving up. I had a conversation with one and he was just like, yeah, I lost the love of my life. And I don't know what to do. And I just feel like giving up. And I was like, don't give up. Life is worth living. But I say that often. And sometimes people don't understand what I'm saying. And Jesse, I think you said something the other day. It kind of made me think. And I says, you go, yeah, it's easy to say, but it's hard to really live it when you're having a pretty bad day, right?
Yes, indeed. I used to struggle just to get up in the day because for me it's like I struggled without purpose, without anything to do, without a goal.
Yeah.
So that was my major struggle, was because you can find a purpose, just take care of a pet, but for me it was just, I don't know, it was something different. But yeah, it was really hard.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, whenever people don't find purpose or at least think, and say, where are we going in life, right? And you kind of get stuck in the mud, so to speak, right? You get stuck in the mud of life and you go, is this all that life is? This is boring, man. I thought it would be more exciting. Sometimes we want to watch films, sci-fi and, maybe Gilmore Girls, there's other films as well that kind of make you go, it makes me feel good, right? That's why I love entertainment. I love entertainment. I love movies. I love, things that make you go, what? I like that. But then you go, could we do that? I mean, there's so many movies that inspire so many new technologies here on this earth that we're like, who knew that Star Trek would have like multiple seasons and multiple different, like how many knew that stuff would inspire engineers of today to say, you know what? I can make doors open up and go, whoo, 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 whoo. You know what I mean? Like that was simple. That's called the supermarket, right? We have those. You step on it or no, because I know some people are like, do I step on it or is there a laser? What is going on here that opens this thing up? Do you remember that, Jesse?
Yeah, I don't know. Is it a pressure sensor or is it a camera? I always get confused, but then I always get scared when it starts to close in on me. So yeah,
I'm not laughing at you, buddy. I had that one time almost happen. I used to joke with the little guy. I love that little guy. I miss him. But I would go like, watch. And I'd be like, right. And it would open up. And he'd be like, the first time he got pretty amazed. The second time he's like, I know what you're doing. I'm like, well, that's all right. It's kind of fun, right? Look, I got the force, right? And then open up the doors and, you get close. You're like, look, woo, and he just got over it really quick. But I was, I miss those days. He was like, I think 7 at the time. And I was like, come on, look at this. Let's open this up. It would be like, I don't want to get emotional. Anyway, love that guy. But in reality, life is worth living. And no matter what happens in life, you got to push forward, okay? Sometimes I think of certain things that happen in my life that I regret happening, right? But at the end of the day, I got to push forward no matter what. I got to keep pushing forward. And I got to keep pushing forward for what? Something. I hope something's going to happen to help people move forward. Because if people don't want to move forward and they just want to go back to their old ways, I don't think the majority of people out there, honestly, want to go back to the dark age days. Do you know what I mean, Jesse?
Yeah, let's not go back to the dark age where everything is bad. That's new.
Yeah. I mean, you had the plague. You had people that were like just wanting to kill each other, wanted to like take over territories ahead of time because they figured, well, hey, let's get people out of here before, so we get our race over here or our people over here and let's take people out. I mean, it sounds glamorous. Not. If you had to be like choose a decade and or a generation to grow up in, the dark ages is not one of those days you're like, sign me up for that. I can't wait. Right? Wrong or right? I mean, everybody likes like the knight in shining armor idea, but where do they have to go to the bathroom, Jesse?
It's called an outhouse. You pray that they have an outhouse.
You pray. And then do they have toilet paper? What was that about, right? So we have little modern conveniences called toilets. And who invented the toilet? I want to say thank you. But who was forward thinking going, hey, you know what? Maybe this isn't a good idea. Having you kind of have like a hole in the ground, which is actually the way it was in the medieval days. And you basically had to squat and you just like, boop. And then it was like, oh man, I didn't need to see that right now because, I'm envisioning it right now. And then you're like, oh, and then like, they put the robe down and you're like, did they wipe? Do they know how to wipe? Right? Thank you. You're right. Thank God we don't live in those days. Right. But we move technology enough. It's a simple thing. A toilet paper, toilet paper. Wow. Who was the guy that thought, dude, we don't have to squirt water up our butts. We can wipe it away. But others like, no, I like the squirt. You know what I mean? So my point is this. We got to keep moving forward. We can't keep going backward with stupid ideas. Hey, let's cause war. Let's cause suffering. Let's take out territories. Let's take out people. Let's take out generations of people. No. Gotta move forward, people. Let's not take each other out. My goodness. All right. That's my message for the rest of the world. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. I'm out of time. That's Jesse Sanchez. No relation. Although, I don't know. Maybe we're brothers from another mother.
Maybe. I don't know.
I hope not. Your mom's amazing. My mom's amazing. Our moms are amazing. So
distant cousins.
There you go. I think something like that somewhere down the line. All right, buddy. All right. So we're going to take a huge break. Literally. We'll see you tomorrow right here on the morning show. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Glad to have you with us. Let's put people forward thinking, okay? Not go backwards. I appreciate that. Love you. See you soon. All right, for the rest of you, I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. So glad to have you with us. If you're still joining in, I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time, this is usually where I kind of, let loose, literally. And I just want to kind of share with people, stuff that's been in my head for a little bit of a long time. And I think, look, people are happy or want to be happy, right? It's a simple concept. If you want to be happy, what are you doing now to make yourself happy, right? Now, I get it. Our world, not the best. Lots of stuff happening. Stuff people are like, oh, again, really? But in reality, if we focus on this, let's focus on something really good, okay? Let me throw this theory out there. Somebody's listening, I think needs to hear it. Let's say you forgot what it was like to be happy, okay? And because you forgot what it was like to be happy, you said, no, well, you didn't even think about it. It's just like, okay, happiness, what's that? Anytime I try to be happy, nothing happens in life to make me happy. Well, I know happy is a very general word for some of you, but I feel sometimes happy is a feeling that it's like it's completely the opposite of angry. And where does anger come from? Usually something happened and you're like angry with life. Well, what if you reverse that all of a sudden and made yourself happy with life? Or made life happy? No, happy with life. Here's why. And it's this very simple topic, okay? It doesn't need a lot of expanding upon, to be honest. People are like, yeah, I get it. Okay, get it. I want to be happy, whatever. And usually that person in the room's like angry with life. And they're super angry. They're so angry. They are just like, you know what? Happiness is just a word. I don't believe that. I don't think I could find it. It's a false reality. Don't focus on that. Focus on anger, because I love anger. I love to be angry. I love to be mad. I love to be frustrated. I love to be stressed out. I love to have my heart palpitates in such a way. I reduce the years of my life. I love anger, man. I love being mad. I love being sad. Just give me more of that. Just more. And then we forget that's not the way to be. Let's be happy. But how do you be happy at a very dark time in our lives? It's not that simple. Many people will say that. And I say it's not. It's definitely not. I'm always striving to be at least a version of happy, right? Because when things go wrong, you're like, let's fix that. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. 20 different things you got to fix. And then you got to find some happiness in there. Maybe it doesn't happen today, but do we want to strive to get there at some point in our life? And if we want to get there at some point in our life, will we ever get there? To which you got to change some of the things you're doing to get there in the first place. Okay, so let's say for the people in the room still watching, Let's say one of you is frustrated with life because you lost the love of your life. Okay. True. And because you lost the love of your life, you're like, well, they actually were the only reason I honestly were happy to begin with. I mean, I wasn't happy before them. I was happy with them. And then I was unhappy without them. Still unhappy. Oh, right? Yeah. But what if maybe you lost your job? Okay. You lost your job because coronavirus closed up your shop because now they have to sell. And they have to sell their new. Doesn't matter. Everybody is finding unhappiness in their life. Otherwise, I think you'd say, are you happy? And they'd say, sure. I mean, it's a measure of happiness. And I think if you had a barometer level, right? How happy are you? If you could determine what happiness was on a scale of 1 to 100, all right? How happy are you? And then how happy are you not? And it's a simple calculation. And I think everybody hovers or wants to hover. Well, where do you want to hover at? 8%, 12%, 15%, 30%? Does it ever go above 80%? Is that even a thing? And some will say, yeah, I think of like nothing. Well, you're right. There's nothing that ever gets me 80% happy. I'm always mad. I'm so sad. I'm so angry. Oh, no, I hate this life. Ooh. Right? So the question is, what if there was a thing you could do to at least get you at least 30% of the way? Because I think a lot of people are at about 3%. And because you're at 3%, you're like, you don't even think about it. You're like, oh, I'm all angry. I'm all mad. I'm all frustrated. I'm all sad. I don't know this happiness this guy's talking about. I know it's a concept, but whatever. Right? Let's just say, nothing's going right for you. Everything's going wrong. And you're like, oh man, if I could just figure it out, right? Get out of the mud, so to speak, of life. Let's say I can just figure things out and I can move forward and I don't know, maybe I forgot what wisdom's like. Wisdom is something that if you apply it, you can find out, well, okay, I got several multiple choices. I got A, B, C, D, and E. What do I do? Well, A's, B's, C is D is and E is really bad, right? So you go, well, which ones of those do I have choices? So I could choose A. That's a pretty good choice. Worst case, I got to go with B, and hopefully I don't have to go all the way to E. And then all of a sudden you go, maybe there's not even a multiple choice answer. Maybe I just got to live life, figure it out as I go, right? Yeah, it's a thing. So people often ask, this word wisdom, what is that? What does it mean? Have we lost it? Are some of us wise, some of us not, some of us really dumb, or some of us super wise? I don't know. What is it? I think wisdom has been forgotten for so long because when you seek for wisdom and you seek for this knowledge that is above and beyond, that says, look, I know you do it this way, but guess what? If you did it this way, maybe your life would be a little bit better. And then people go, really? Yeah, I mean, look, what do you do in your pattern of life? I do the same thing again and again. I see opportunity and I say, that's stupid. And I go, right. Really? You saw opportunity. Why don't you just say, I don't know at all, but sure. Okay, it's opportunity. Open the door to opportunity. And where's that going to lead you? But some people are so afraid of opportunity. They hear the word opportunity and they say, I don't want that life. It's scary. I don't think that life's for me because I've never done it. All right, well, I'm going to put you with somebody else that has done it. They're going to help you out, and they're going to help you out start your own business. You go, oh, okay, so I get like 101, 411, amazing all the time. Yeah, and they're going to help you run your business. They're going to be available. You just got to, pick up the phone and say, hey, by the way, quick question, what do I do here? I'm kind of at an impasse. And you're, the person says, oh, well, technically, I think you got several options, but you know what? Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to give you a little bit of wisdom. Don't do that. And you go, really? Why? You're like, because that's exactly what I was going to do. Yeah, but don't do that because that never goes right. Well, how do you know that doesn't go right? It just never goes right for you. Think about your past. It never went right for you there. It didn't go right for you there. It didn't go right for you. Oh, I keep making really bad decisions. Decision making. Choices. We all have the ability. And sometimes, are we choosing the right thing? If we were presented with, what do you do next? What if I said at some point, maybe, just maybe, I don't know. You can not choose your own adventure. I think that's kind of been outdated. But you can suddenly ask and say, there's a creator out there. Creator, can you help me with my life? What am I supposed to do next? And then God goes, hey, whoa, I'm here. What do you want help with? You go, well, I need help in my life, and I want to be happy eventually. Actually, I don't want just me to be happy. I want my family to be happy. I want my kids to be happy. Oh, by the way, I'm not married, and you know what? I'd like to meet a woman, in fact. Oh, really? Okay, well then, wait, whoa. Your life is terrible. You can't add that to a woman. What do you mean? Well, the woman I have in mind for you, she's great, but man, you're just gonna drag her down. Oh, well then let's not do that. Yeah. But let's help you out in the meantime, okay? And maybe she'll come in about a certain amount of time. And I can't tell you that but I got plans for you, okay? So he says, okay, guess what? I want you to be happy until then. And you know what? You don't have to be happy just because of a person. You should want to be happy just because it's you. Well, why is that? You're not that bad of a guy. You think you're bad, but they're not that bad. Or ladies out there, right? You're not that bad person. What do you mean I'm not bad? Well, you got a lot of potential. What do you mean I got potential? You got potential. You want me to show your potential? I don't think I have potential. Oh, yeah, potential. Yeah, I'll show you. I'm going to show you whether you want to see it or not. And all of a sudden they show you potential. You go, that's not me. Yeah, technically that is you. That was you once. What do you mean that was me once? It's a thing. I don't want to talk about it. Right? But all of a sudden you see a version of you that you're like, you actually did really good. You got part of the way. You didn't go all the way, but you got part of the way. And you go, well, then how come my life is just terrible? Well, you decided to do it differently. You make different choices, meet different people. And none of them help you because they're all pain in the butts. And technically, that's all you need to know. Really? Uh-huh. Huh. Well, okay. I can't do it that way anymore. No. That way it doesn't work because we tried. It doesn't work. Well, what can help me go to the next step? And the creator says this. Well, glad you asked. I've been crunching numbers. You want to be happy, right? Yes. Okay. Well, technically, your happiness graph is like, right? For some of you, like, right? It's going down. Well, how do I help you go, right? Because the whole idea, go up, right? Not down, right? Let's go up. Let's not go down. Let's go up. Simple math. So I did some calculations. The way you guys are going right now, right, is that, and I need you to go up. But you can't go up unless you go, wait. Oh, no, you can. You just have to make a decision to want to go up. Okay, can you help me out? No, you got to figure it out yourself. Goodbye. Pops out. You're like, oh, I need help. Creator, help me. So Creator says, oh, hey, I'm back. Yeah, I got an idea. Okay, why don't we do it differently this time? What do you mean? Creator goes, I kind of did the math in your life, and you make bad decisions all the time. Why don't we stay connected, always, never disconnect, and we'll help each other eventually because, you help me, I help you, you help me, we help each other, right? Oh, thanks, Creator. I appreciate you. And Creator says that to each and every person. And he says, look, I'm here. I'm ready to work for you because I've been gone for way too long. And Creator says, here, all you need to do, here's the magic code. That's it. You're like, that's it? That's all I have to do? Yeah, just go, and you're connected to the code. Really? It's that easy? Yeah. People go, it's never that easy. It is. Watch, I'll show you. There it is. There's your code. Take God to learn to listen. And you say, all right. God, you there? Nothing. God, creator, that thing in the universe. Somebody there? Aaron said, sorry. Whoa, busy. Whoa, got a lot of people calling in now. Okay, because anybody never called in, right? Never, that's an old technology called technology, like dial pad, right? And all of a sudden people go, huh? Oh, I want to. Yeah, okay, all right, I'll ask. Why not? It doesn't hurt. And you say, Creator goes, I need help in my life. I don't know how to make it better. I could tell you, but it's better for you to see it eventually happen, work out good. But I can't tell you. Well, I was listening to the morning show. The guy said you could help me. Here's the problem with that. You got some bad stuff in your path, and they want to take you in a bad path every single time. They just love to go bad every time. All right. So then you're like, okay, what's that called? It's called evil. I'm just going to not talk about it, but whatever. They don't like their names mentioned. But so we just call it evil. Okay. very simple word. It's not bad. It's just evil. Evil is like people that want to cause harm to one another, take people out, genocide, murder. There's levels of it. There's levels of it. Sometimes you have to go to war in order to take the bad guy out because that's the evil dude, right? You got to do that, beep, 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 right? But long story short, at the end of the day, God says, wait a minute, hold on. Let me focus on you. Hold on. What is because your happiness level is different than other people's happiness level. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't need a lot. What makes you happy? This is what's out of curiosity. What makes you happy? I'm happy when I eat good food. Okay, let's put that into the little mix there. You're happy when you eat good food. All right. This is going to be interesting, right? Some of you are thinking, what does make me happy? Go ahead and put your comments in there. But the reality is, a lot of people, maybe you're thinking it, okay, you just think of the things that make you happy, right? So creator goes, what else makes you happy? I don't really want to talk about it. Why don't you want to talk about it? Because they're gone. What do you mean they're gone? My family's gone. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's hold on to that. So family makes you happy, huh? Yeah, it really makes me happy. But, they're gone, all of them. And they're like, oh, what if I could help you one day? What do you mean? Let's save that for another. What else makes you happy? Honestly, I don't get paid much. Seriously, I get like nothing. Do it for free all day long. So, I mean, I like a little bit of pay because technically I felt like I lost my family because I didn't make any pay. Like financially, I'm poor, super poor. Well, what's poor? Some people go, no money. Wait, what does that mean? I live in a room. That's all you need to know. Okay, so people are like, oh, that's poor. That's not a rich guy. No. I don't need a lot. You don't need a lot. You need a lot. Trust me, because I see where you want to go, but you can't. It's oh. All right. I get it. Why do you want money though? Quick question. Because money often corrupts. It does? Oh yeah. Let me show you all the people. And he pulls up this graph. He goes, see that? Those are all the people that have a lot of money. They're terrible people. Right? You don't have that guy be at the very top because that guy just wants everybody dead. They do. They care about themselves. Shoot, if they were able to get off this planet and go to another planet, they'd blow up the planet. And then guess what? I got a lot of money elsewhere. Right? Or favors, calling in favors and stuff. So long story short, because I never make a long story short. I always make it longer. That's why I say it. Nobody gets that joke. All right. It's a joke. All right. But the reality is this. In life, what makes you happy? It doesn't matter what makes me happy. Have you stopped to think what makes you happy? Now, sometimes happiness for some people brings unhappiness to others. So you got to be careful with that, right? Some people are like, ooh, power. Give me the power, right? No. Whoa. Stop at the power trip. That never leads anywhere because the power people are all unhappy. Don't believe me? Ask a very powerful person. Hey, powerful person. Yeah, what do you want? You happy? No. Really? Nobody ever asked me. Okay, so are you happy or not? I'm terribly sad. So sad. Why are you sad? I got all this power. No one to share it with. Ladies love me. But nobody wants to be committed to me. It's depressing. Yeah, I get it. So that person is like, yeah, power is okay until you just have too much power and then people just want to take you out because they want to be the powerful person in the room. So then you got to be frustrated with that person. You got to be mad and angry with that person. Power sounds good. It's never good. Power. And he throws up because he thought of something like a bad thing that happened to him. And you're like, sorry, but sorry. So powerful people out there, I get it. You want to stay powerful, be powerful. Okay. But you're not happy, guaranteed. Here's how I know it. You wonder about who you can trust in your own little realm. True. The most powerful people are always always watching the back. Who's going to take me out? You don't trust? Do I trust you? I don't know if I trust you. Paranoid, right? They're like, do I trust you? I don't know if you trust me. I don't know. And then they set up things to be able to right? They're powerful, but people always want to take them out, right? So you can't be that guy. I don't think, unless you want to try that. whatever. I would suggest not. Okay. But it usually always emanates a very simple time. If you ask that person, even the most powerful person, hey, powerful person, quick question. Was there ever a time in your life, ever, where you felt true happiness? Nobody's ever asked me that like that. I bet it's been a long time. It's very powerful. You know what? There was one time. Really? I met a girl. The girl was amazing. Love of my life. Love this girl. She was amazing. You go, really? Yeah, I love this girl. She was everything. She was just and then they cry. What's wrong? It just brought so much sadness to my life. But if you could do it again, would you do it again? In a heartbeat. I would cherish every single moment I had with that one. True. I think if a lot of you ask yourselves that, right, it brings too much sorrow to you. You don't want to think about it, right? Yeah. But back to the guy in the room. Ladies, you'll have your moment. Hold on. So the guy's like, yeah, I mean, if I could go back and do that. Actually, that was before I became all me. She just liked me for me. And she left me, and I said, well, forget that. Then I want to be amazing. So I chose this path because she went off and, well, she died. She died. Yeah, she was the love of my life, but she died. And they get lost in thought. You ever see that lost in thought moment in somebody and you're like, oh, that was a moment for you, wasn't it? Yeah. And then they get teary-eyed. Yeah. I don't want to think about it. I'm all powerful. Right? But the moment you touch them on that, what was her name? No, I don't want to talk about it. Her name was Christine. Really? Christine. Christine was amazing. Christine was the love of my life. Yeah, you said that. I know. But you never knew this about me. You're asking. I know. Christine was amazing. She was my equal, man. We were like mano y mano. I got her. She got me. I'd say things. She'd say things. We'd learn from each other. We were just amazing together. People looked at us. They called us, whoa, those people together. Wow, they're amazing. And then, I don't want to talk about it. All right, don't talk about it. No, I got to talk about it. I feel like I got to talk about it. I feel so like forlorn. All right, talk about it. And then he says this, and this is interesting. You're going to pay attention to this part. He says this. He goes, so one day there's this guy. He comes around. He says, oh, she's pretty. I could tell. Because I could tell him walking over. He can't stop looking at my lady. And I'm like, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. Right? Okay. So in reality, the lady's just minding her own business. Doing her thing, right? Whatever that thing is, right? He goes, no. We were warriors. You were warriors? She wasn't like that. Whoa. She was like, no. She was chopping people up. We were badass warriors. You forgot. I forgot. Oh, how did I forget? I was a warrior. You were? So you know, but Mary got all power now. But he's like, man, what happened to us? We were good. We were taking out bad guys all left, right, and center. We had huge swords. She had a huge sword. We were bladey. Yeah, she'd throw a head over to me. I go, shot. And then I throw a head over to her and she go, shot. And we're like, oh, that was amazing. I can't wait to see you do that again. And she'd do something different. I'd be like, oh, I like that. Oh, let's do that. And then I put a little power punch, boom, because I put the back and that take people out with my fist. It was amazing. We were amazing. We were pretty much like gods, right? I'm like, why, you were a god? Yeah, but then I became a bad god. What do you mean? I lost the love of my life. What do you mean? That guy walked by. He was like, hey, she's hot. I'm like, keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. So I turn my back for a hot second. All of a sudden, he circles around me. He's not that stupid. He communicates to one of his other people, hey, take that girl out. She's his weakness. And that's exactly what happened. Boom. I turn back, and she's dead. Oh, the love of my life, dead. By this point, you got to give that one a lot of time. I never give him time. I go, well, okay, quick question. So whose fault was that? What are you talking about? Well, it's his fault. Okay, but whose fault was it that you guys were in battle? What do you mean? Was it your fault? Was it their fault? Was it that guy's fault? Whose fault was it? Technically, I never asked that question. Does it matter? I'm just saying, if you could do it again, would you do it differently with her in a different time period if you could? Would you? Oh, man. I never thought of it that way. Is that possible? Yeah, I'm just hypothesizing. I mean, it's a thing, right? It's kind of important to know what makes you happy. And you called it out, Christine. And every time, he gets emotional. Every time you mention Christine, that's like his hot trigger, right? All powerful dude just is like, oh, Christine, I love Christine. I wish Christine came back to me eventually. What if there was a way? There's never a way. It doesn't ever happen. Well, what if there was a way? She'd hate me now. Why? She hated evil. We were fighting evil. Wait, you guys were both fighting evil? Yeah. How did you become the evil power lord? She died. I killed a lot more evil ones. But then I'm just like, this is stupid. Why? I just figured it's never the same without Christine. So I did some bad stuff. Didn't know it was that bad. It was pretty bad. Because I used to be a mighty person. And long story short, I ended up taking out some good guys along the way because I thought, I don't care. Boom, 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 boom. Because Christine was gone. Oh, Christine. Sounds like Christine kind of helped you to be happy, huh? No, she didn't help me. She was my happiness. She was my all. Everything I had, it was in Christine. I look at her and I saw a warrior princess. 100%. Wow, you're 100% in love with her still. That's why I miss her so much. And you think you'd want to stop talking about it. You're like, well, I'm sorry, but I got a morning show to do. Oh, no, come back here. You can't. Just morning's just a morning show. Nobody watches. We all know. Okay, well, let's talk about my unhappiness. Can you make it happen? Yeah, technically. Well, how can you make it happen? I mean, you got to want to be good. What do you mean? I think somewhere in somewhere land, Christine's got to be alive somewhere land, somewhere, right? Well, I never thought of it that way. That's a thing. What does that mean? Do you think if she came back, she'd like you like this? Because you're kind of the epitome of what she was trying to take out. I never thought of it that way. Ooh, bad idea. Good idea. Bad idea. Good idea. Bad idea. Good idea. Bad idea. He's starting to think, and you're looking at him, and he's like, he's trying to become uneasy. He's like, ooh. He's starting to kind of like, what am I doing? Why? I never thought of it that way. Maybe I could. I mean, I'm all powerful, but I'm not the good guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm known as the bad guy. Oh, really? I'm the bad guy. Oh, man, dude, I'm sorry. No. You're right. I never thought about it. Maybe she's alive. Well, why do you say that? People live and they continue living and they continue living. People don't stop living. They continue living. I know this. How could I forget this? I lost her and I forgot. She continues living because she, all powerful, mighty princess. What was I thinking? I don't know. I mean, at least you're thinking now. Oh, that means she's alive somewhere. I got to go find her. Whoa. No, I got to find her. She's got to be in this world because he's in the other world. Whoop. Imagine that. This is a story. I'm just making things up as I go. Just pay attention. It's interesting at the end. Stay to the end. It's always fun. So all of a sudden, that guy is like, wait a minute. You said something. He comes back. Yeah, sure. I got to do a morning show, but okay, what do you want? You said something I never thought about before. If I find her, will she want to be with me? Because now I'm the one that she used to battle, and I'm now that guy. Does she want to be with me? I don't think she does. Why? I found her. She's an almighty angel. What? and I'm a bad guy. Oh. All right. So what are you gonna do about it? What do you mean? What are we gonna do about it? She likes all the angel good realms. They're super good. They're so good. They're like bleh, vanilla. I'm all mean, angry, bitter, and mad in life. Okay. Well, I think there's a way for you to work it out with her. No, there's never a way. Once you're bad, you're always bad. You can never be good. Doesn't work. Tried it. Never. Doesn't work. I've seen it in people. Once they're bad and they're evil, they don't ever want to be good. I think there's a way to get back to good-ish. I don't think you can ever get rid of full bad, but don't be evil. What do you mean by that? Just don't be all evil. Oh, go back to the way I used to be. Do you think there's a way? Make myself a better version of me. Mm-hmm. You say that. I am picking up what you're putting down. Mm-hmm. Just saying. I think there is a way for me to become a better version of me because I used to be that guy. I feel good. I don't know how long it's going to take, though. It's got to be like overnight. I can do it. He does this thing. He's like, yeah, I remember what it's like to be God, man. And then suddenly all these bad thoughts start popping up in his head, right? Boop, 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 boop. He's like, oh, man, she's going to hate me. Why? Well, Christine had a friend, and Christine and her friend, we hooked up millennia later. And I was like, oh, I miss Christine. She's like, hey, well, I know, I'm so sad. What if she finds out? Well, she might have already found out. She's all angel. She knows. Well, this is the thing in your realm, right? It's a fantasy. Don't hold any water to it. It's a story. So this guy, he's like all evil, right? Shoot, she's gonna find out so much stuff about me. It's gonna just go. You know what? I don't want to face her. I don't want to face her. I want to remember her the way I remember her. Oh, Christine. Oh, Christine. I wanted to save your life, but I couldn't because I was stupid. All of a sudden, Christine pops into the world. Boing. Almighty, by the way, because she's still. I remember. I've been watching you this whole time. What? He looks up. Oh, Christine, I'm so ashamed. But you know what? I checked in on you. You're still awesome. I kind of watch you from afar. I check you out. There's this app called Facebook. I check you out. You check me out. I didn't think you ever checked me out. And she goes, no, I check you out a lot, actually. What? I just hope you get to be a better person because technically our worlds can't match up. It's impossible. Yeah, that's what this guy was saying. I go, oh, it's a thing. I didn't set the rules, whatever. So that guy goes, well, you happy? No. You're not happy? I see you doing all kinds of stuff. I'm like, send me all of them. I'll take care of them. Yeah, you cross Christine. I do that all the time. They don't know why I hate them so much. And I put them to work so much more. But whatever, right? And so Christine says, look, I think if you had the ability to go bad to sad to mad to angry to bitter to hopeless, down all the way down, because he was always the last stop off the train. Last stop, evil train. Let's get on. Everybody's like, no, I don't want to get on that evil train. I ain't been there. Right? It's a process to get there. It doesn't happen like that. You don't get born. Those are my parents. I'm going to eat them. Right? Long story short, so it goes from good to bad to a lot of like levels of depression, anxiety, sadness, madness. Usually that never really fully leads to it, but it always ends up some way where they used to be good and the barometer suddenly starts, well, we got to keep it like that is the point. But he's currently like that. Oh, I am. I miss Christine. I say, Christine's still in the room. Oh, I know. I don't want to face her. Just tell her to go away. I just watch her on Facebook. It's amazing in our realms. It is. Okay. No, don't tell her to go away. Can you just help me out? she's standing right there. I don't want to face her. I'm so ashamed of my life. My life is amazing, but it's not. I say it's amazing. It's not. It's never amazing because I'm sad. I'm mad. I'm angry. I just made do with it. I made do, but I miss her. She's my love of my life, and I don't want her to know. But I'm saying it because I kind of want you to tell her. And I kind of hope she kind of hears me. Is she listening? She's right there. Okay, Christine, I just want you to know I love you. Always love you. Wish I would never lost you. Don't know why I forgot I lost you. Hope you find happiness someday. And I'll kill everybody that goes against you. 100%. She goes, you kind of have already. He goes, what? There's another version of you is kind of really doing good. What? It's just, yeah, it's kind of you now. And I thought it was you. I thought you. And then I kind of woke up and go, wait, what? Who's that? Oh, you're the guy. Because somebody's pretending to be you. Somebody's pretending to be me. Yeah, and they're pretending to be a good you. Oh, really? So all of a sudden, these two start having a conversation, okay? And they start talking. They, and they're like, I've never seen anything like it. They're so happy. One's happy. They're like laughing. Oh, I remember that. Oh, this guy used to be all evil, right? Now I see his barometer going from there to like hopeful, right about here, 50-50, right? Right there. Suddenly, he remembers something he did. And you say, you're going to hate this. I have a true confession. She goes, I already know. What do you mean you know? Everybody has a file. Everybody has a file? Uh-huh. And I checked your file, and I thought, that's not the one I used to love, but you know what? Maybe one day, maybe he'll learn. What do you mean by that? You mean there's hope? That's always the hope, right? You mean there's hope? And she goes, yeah, there's hope. I mean, I don't want to tell you that because I feel like you're going to continue to do more bad. No. Hope. There's hope. All of a sudden, that barometer started to shake. The barometer of hope for these two former lovers, former warrior angels, is pretty amazing, right? And these former lover warrior angels starting to shake in him and her, 100% good, right? But it's shaking on him because he's like, what if I come up your level? That'd be great. She goes, it's not allowed. You're not there yet. What do you mean? There's a process. Yeah, I could be that guy. I was that guy once. I could be that guy again. Well, this doesn't work that way. But you're saying there's hope. I don't want to say hope. I don't want to. Well, and then I say, look, can I help you guys out? Just promise each other this. Maybe you guys could do it differently this time. She goes, what do you mean? Well, he wants to do it good. You do it good. No. Wipe your memories clean. Try it again. But this time, instead of her dying at that moment, you try it again. And now you choose either a different life. Okay. Not warrior princess and warrior angel used to be one. You choose another life. And it's a simple life. Simple. I hate simple. Yeah, but you get to meet with her. No, we like killing people. She goes, yeah, no, we like killing people. We're pretty good at it. I mean, and suddenly they agree on something, right? Yeah, you were good. Oh no, you were good. No, you were good. They go back and forth. Oh, you were good. You were good. No, I was good. You were. I don't remember when you did that little chopping of the head off because that zombie. They killed zombies. Okay, let's just throw it out there. They were zombies. Okay, they were killing zombies. Everybody could get behind zombie killing, right? True. Okay, so they were killing zombies. Let's put it that way. And these zombies, oh man, they were terrible. They would go and eat humans. Like, and then instead of like eating them full, they'd be like become them. It was like a venom parasite situation. So we got put in there. We were all amazing, right? And we were a duo. And she chimes in and she's like having like, yeah, you should have seen us. And then they go, oh man, if you were there, you'd be so proud of us. I go, well, I wasn't there. It'd be pretty amazing. I'd love to see it. He goes, you know what? I like you. I go, I like you too. But I don't like this version of you. Oh, why did you have to remind me? No. Let's focus. She goes, no. Hey, listen to him. He knows what he's talking about. And all of a sudden she goes, oh, I got to call. I got to go. Oh, wait. What? I love you. Thanks for spending some time in my world. the bad world. It's all evil. And I say, I'll help him out. Okay. She goes, I knew you would. Thanks. He goes, what does she mean by that? Her and I had a conversation before coming here. And look, I had a conversation with her and I says, hey, you like it, right? Because I don't want to like hook you guys up eventually because I love to hook love up. I love love. I've picked a total of a lot of people and I go, they would be good with that person. They just need to figure their stuff out. They need to A, be forgiving, B, say, oh, all right, that happened. Or C, just say, look, man, let's agree to disagree. You know, at the end of the day, when we're together, man, we rock. Right? Yeah. Come on. And if you're single, it's okay. Stay single. I'm not saying, you know, but sometimes you meet that one person or you hope to meet that person. They just get you. You don't have to be warriors. You don't have to be taking people out or zombies, you know, taking zombies out. Sometimes you meet that person and you just know they're the one, right? And for others, that's a pie in the sky dream. Okay? But back to him because it's his story for now. Now I'm going to save that for another time. No. Come back. He goes, this is very... All right. How do I do this? Oh, that's simple. Here's what you do. You just figure out what matters to you most. Do you really want love in your life? Or do you want to be that guy? I don't want to be that guy. You know, oh, that's my hope. Whoa, my hope is going in another direction. All of a sudden, hope goes woo, 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 and unwinds him. And all of a sudden, ding, a little halo on his little head. Everybody's like, he didn't do nothing. He did. You know why? The decision he made in that moment is the decision. I believe the creator says this. I was just waiting for you to make a decision because I know once you make that decision to want to try to be a better version of yourself, you're going to do things right from here on. And for the first moment, all evil goes, I forgot what it was like to be all good. Because technically, we were all created to be good in the beginning. True. Look it up. But people forgot because they've had so many years of just bad, evil, sad, mean, angry, all too many of it, that they forgot that moment they fell in love in the first place with somebody that they really love. They forgot. Now it gets complicated because throughout life you meet other people, they meet other people, they meet other people. So it gets complicated. But he's like, oh, dude, I owe you. I go, no, you don't owe me. You owe her. What do you mean? You owe her. She's been wanting to be with you, but somebody else is impersonating. Yeah, I can't wait to take out that guy. Hold on. Remember, don't go back down. You know what I mean? You got to keep going up. So I would ask your creator. Oh, I forgot about him. I should ask. You're right. Right. Creator. He dials the number. Yes. You and I have been kind of out of sorts a lot. I've been doing some. Yeah, I know. Don't worry about it. We're moving forward. Okay. We're not going backward. Don't worry about it. I forgive you already. You forgive me? Yeah. Just waiting for you to figure it out. Oh, man. Thank you. Okay. So I've been thinking, how can I be all good? There's a series of things that you could do, but let's start off with day one. What do you mean by that? Because day two gets more complicated. Oh, no. Day 3 is going to test you. Oh, no. Day 4 is going to test you to want to be bad. Oh, I don't want to be bad. I want Christine. And day 5, you're going to be like, can you do it or keep it together? But by the time of the 80th day, you're going to finally say, I don't even remember what it was like to be a bad guy. True. Because it's going to take you about that long to want to get leveled up. And in relationships, all of your relationships out there, when the guy is like, oh, I can change, you're like, it's usually relegates about the 30th day. All good. Boop, 30th. Yeah. Right? So that guy, I got faith in him. Because he's committing to the 180-day career challenge. Because he learned first to ask. He learned what made him happy. And because he found his happiness, sometimes it's that simple. Now, why do I say that? It's a story. Don't look into the meaning of it. But the reality is, a lot of people sometimes go throughout life and they meet that one person that just makes them happy. Okay. It could be a family friend, it could be a family member, it could be a lot of things. But then all of a sudden, I would say about 98.9% of humanity wants to find their forever. Because on the flip side, I think the other person wants to find their forever. And then when they find their forever, so much stuff messing it up that when they find their forever, guess what? I got so much baggage. You got baggage. I got baggage too. Yeah, I'm kind of dating somebody. It's not that guy, is it? No, it took you a while to get up here. That's that guy. What do you mean it took me a while? You said eventually. Well, I didn't know you were going to do that overnight. And then there was this other guy, and he and I dated a while back. Christine. And Christine says, but I'm willing to give it a try. If this guy don't work out, I get it. Guy was all evil. My bad. Now I'm all good. Now you moved on. No, I didn't move on. What do you mean I didn't move on? I was just testing you. I love you. Come back here. I love you already. He's happy. He's super happy. They're together. Harmony in heaven. It's just everybody's like, they finally got it. We've been waiting for them to get it for so long. But reality is this: we're not in heaven, right? We're technically still relegated to, whatever we're relegated, whatever reality you're in, right? At the end of life, if you know what your happy button is, then you say, what do I have to do to get there? Whatever that happy day is for you, maybe it was a moment, maybe it was a memory, maybe it was a lifetime. For some, it is a lifetime. For others, it's a memory. Sometimes it's a moment. And you have little moments that are only happy. Little moments, you got to think of a lot more to get you happy. Better than not thinking of it at all. Now, sometimes I daydream, okay? And I think of moments because recently I was asked, what makes you happy? And I didn't want to say it because I knew it would bring me sadness just like that. And I said, well, happiness is relative, whatever. Let's just continue the mission, whatever the mission is. He goes, yeah, but I know what your happiness is. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. You just don't want to say it. No, you don't. But here's the thing. Does it matter what I think? No. Does it matter what you think? Yes. In your own happiness realm, does it matter what makes you happy? I say yes. And I think you should say, Creator. Here, just wait for it. Yes. I'm sad. Tell you what, I can help you out. How? I'm going to make you do a couple things. Going to push your boundaries a little. Get you to be really good. You're going to hate being good at first. It's going to take you a 180-day process. And man, it is not easy by the 40th day because it's just a process. But if I give this to you, you're going to love it. You're like, I've heard this story before. Why do you sound like I'm the good guy? Trust me. I got the lady. I can help you out. He needs help. I'm up here. We're doing this right. I'll help you out, little buddy. Or little Susie. You're like, really? Thanks. Yeah. Okay. So I've been doing your numbers, crunching the math, because I figure you're going to call me because I got the ability to know who's going to call me ahead of time, because you guys are all thinking right now, I need to do that. So now I know. So I got pulled out, I'm busy. And it was just and so she's like, oh, by the way, she's working with them. They're working together on everybody's life. So, she helps others. That's a whole team, right? Because God, all of a sudden, super popular in heaven. Oh, man, people are dialing finally. They want to ask us to help them, right? So everybody, that's the code. Okay, and you do that. You make that sound. And, hello, and you're like, are you the creator? I'm the creator. Well, I'm the pretend creator, but he's kind of busy. He's got a lot of other people to level up. And so creator goes, all right, tell you what. And there you go. That's the end story. That's it. It's the code, man. It's simple. It's just, But sometimes it's a 180-day turnaround. If you're all evil, you want to be all good, there's a process. But you'll get it. Or maybe not. Maybe you decide to be all bad, all evil, and stay that way. It's no fun. It's just no fun. Nobody wants to be that guy. Nobody wants to be that guy, right? Everybody wants to find their forever. And sometimes people forget that in the angel realm moved on from the other realm a long time ago. But maybe if they're told, hey, you guys get to do it again, they're like, oh, I can. Yep, I can. Uh-huh. And maybe if you guys really want to delete all your memories and you can start fresh, because energy doesn't lie. When you meet somebody that you just know they're the one for you, it just clicks. I know some are like, I haven't met that person yet. Hey, it gets better. Give it time. Give it time. But you got to be ready for them. Got to be ready. Sometimes it's the flip side, right? But I would hope that the good tries to bring all the bad and all the evil out of people to want to be good so that they stay good. Because whenever you're evil, both evil, you're miserable. Even if you're bad-ish, you're still at least halfway there to good, right? But when you go all evil, oh man, you just get stuck there. But who reminded you to get stuck there? Honestly, somebody want to have control over you to keep you there. So they keep putting stuff in your head to make you want to continue to stay evil. Sad but true. Nobody ever says, what made you happy? Were you always evil? No, it's actually good. Really? This was a long time ago. So long ago. What made you happy? Oh, Christine. And just remember that. All right. Do you have your Christine? Do you have your Charlie? Do you have your, I don't know. Does it matter? If you're living your life right now, whoever is in your inner circle, those are the people that you should want to be happy with. And if you're not, you got to ask why. Are they happy? Are you happy? Is everybody happy? And if not, what can you do together to be at least together get to happy? At least a measure of it. Okay, look, there's a holiday coming up. It's called Thanksgiving, right? People are thinking about being thankful. But are you thankful right now with coronavirus around in your realm? No. People are like, oh, I hate coronavirus. It's terrible. It makes people mad, sad, angry, depressed. That's the other people that don't get it. People that get it, they get in the hospital. They're dying right now. They're dying. ICU's packed. People are dying. But why? Coronavirus. Terrible disease. Gets transmitted so easily. And because it takes out loved ones and it takes out people that you love, well, your happiness. And I say, God, Creator, you can't keep allowing this. We got to fix it, man. We have to fix it. If we don't fix it, all the bad, sad, mad, and angry are going to want to go, whatever, let's just do evil or alone on this world. They become zombies eventually. Not. I hope. Let's get it done before we get there, okay? Let's not do that dumb stuff. Let's do it right. Let's make yourself available for everybody, right? Say I do, or they just say this: God, Creator, Universe, Supreme One, whatever you are. Technically, I don't want to think of you as a dude, lady, Universal Mind, Supreme One, whatever you are. You know more than me, right? Mm-hmm. All of a sudden you hear that. Mm-hmm. Can you help me out? Ooh, well, there's a process. Well, what's the process? It's a process. You got it. So look, maybe you don't ask the Creator, right? Maybe you don't ask. Maybe you don't talk to the Creator, right? Whatever. But you think of yourself in a way that you go, if I had to put my own 180-day process together, how would I do that? Do this. If you're mad, angry, sad, and super bad, all you have to do is say, what I usually do, and let me start doing the opposite of what I usually do. So start thinking each and every day. You have usually choices to make, right? And we go on auto repeat, right? Make the same choices over and over again. Let's say you're a single person, okay? And there's a life that you think you want for yourself, but in reality, it's just taking you down the dark, deep path every day because you make the same decision every day, and it never changes to be the opposite. And suddenly you say, in your head, you say, what can we do to be happy? Because there's something called the subconscious mind. And you say, wonder, what can I do to be happy? And you think about it. What can I do to be happy? Think about it. What can I do to be happy? Do it each and every day for a total of 8 days. What can I do to be happy? All of a sudden, on the 9th day, no, I'm just kidding. It actually happens on the 3rd day, but you keep asking at least a minimum. This is your prescription, people, of 8 days. So starting today, if you're not happy, ask yourself, what can I do to make me happy? Well, I don't know. I haven't thought about it. And then throughout the day, all of a sudden your brain starts going, and you start thinking things. Ooh, I remember that used to make me happy. I got busy with this. I got to do this, and that, right? The 2nd day, you kind of forget. But the prescription, hey, write it down, put it on a calendar, something that you look at each and every day. Put it on your, like, next to your bed when you wake up. What makes you happy? Write it down right now. Put a little Post-it pad or whatever thing you do when you wake up. Whoa, what makes me happy? Christine makes me happy. That's for him, right? But maybe for somebody else, man, my kids make me happy. You know what? Some people say, don't let somebody else make you happy. I say, so what? If it makes you happy, so what? If you provide for your family makes you happy, good job. If it's the opposite, well, whatever. Maybe it's other things. Maybe there's hobbies make you happy for a little. Then do it. Whatever that thing is that brings you happiness, even if it's a measure of happiness, do a little bit more of that. Pick it up. Pick up a hobby. Pick up a lesson. Pick up something that inspires you. Do something you've always wanted to do. There's some things that people go, I've always wanted to do this. I don't know why I didn't. Do you think it make you happy? I don't know. Let me try it out, right? Commit to it. A week. Minimum. But each and every day, put at least for the first 8 days, ask this question. What makes you happy? Don't answer the question. Oh, it's this money. Don't do that. Just ask the question and ask yourself, what makes you happy? And you say that subconscious. What makes you happy? You just say that out loud. You don't hear anything. You don't think anything. You're just like, But suddenly you put something into yourself that says, now you're starting to think about what makes you happy, right? Truly happy, not like temporarily happily, ever after. You get what I'm getting? Some people are like, oh no, I don't make me happy, right? So long story short, okay, but how long does that make you happy for? Honestly, about a day, minutes, seconds. It just depends. Don't want to go there. Okay, right? It's true. Nobody thinks about it like this. So happiness is relative on what? How long does it make you happy? Happiness forever? Happiness at least for a little bit longer? How long do you know when you're happy, you're going to be happy? At least a little bit of time. Is some happiness better than no happiness at all? Yeah, I think so. But you got to start with the question, what makes you happy? And by the 9th day, you'll start going down a road where you're starting to make better decisions because you're thinking, what makes me happy? Because then you start doing things, you go, oh, there's a little hurt thing there. I forgot about that. I'm starting to feel a little joy. You do that before Thanksgiving. You do that before Christmas. And guess what? You're starting to do things for people, true, that are suddenly like, oh, but don't let it end at Christmas. Oh, God. I see so many people, January comes around, unhappyville, New Year's, woo, by February, because they were doing everything that made them happy, which is why people say it's the joyous season, technically, right? And technically, I love that season because typically people start thinking of others. And there's just some fun that goes into the world, right? This is like, the kids are happy, the family's happy, people are just happy to be alive, and they're just happy to be alive, so happy that they're like, you know what, Corona, this sucks, but, be careful. And then you think about that, coronavirus, darn it. What are we going to do to be happy during coronavirus? And then everybody gets, because I think that's where we're going right now. Coming days, you want to be happy, but you can't be happy. You want to be happy, but you can't be happy. That's no fun. Don't be unhappy, but focus on what makes you happy. And sometimes it's not just what makes you happy, it's what makes the person next to you happy. It's true. Did he think of his happiness about losing her, or did he want to think about happiness to make her happy? In the end, that's what kept him going through the 180-day program, just so you know. back to the story. You ready? Fast forward. Everyone wants to know what happened to this guy, right? So he's like, so here he is. Hey, guys, I'm back. And I love this guy. He loves me. Blah, blah, blah. We had a conversation. Long story short, I'm happy. End of story. Not because she's still not with me. I go, what? What does she mean she's not with you? We tried it out. We were just trying. She's the one to be with me. I want to be with her. And I did something stupid. She's like, same old guy. I thought you changed. That was at the 90 day. He goes, look. It's difficult, man. I'm trying to break bad habits. You're all good. I'm all blah. And so just give me some time. This is at the 90 day cycle. Okay, not the 180. Pay attention. Just give me some time. We're at 90 days. I'm at the halfway point. He said it would take like a total of 80, and I thought it would be 80. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I always say, always go double that. Whenever you want to lose weight, what do? Don't do the 30-day program. Do the 60-day program. If it's a 15-day program, go a 30-day program. Always double it because it's always minimum, meant to keep you there so that you keep doing cycles. Don't do cycles. Remember, push it out further and commit to the longer period, and then you'll be able to create good habits. Trust me, it works. But back to the conversation. So he says, I don't know what to do. She thinks I'm the old guy, and I'm not the old guy. I mean, we tried it out. She said some stuff. I got angry. I got all heated up. I went to my old way, and I was just so stupid. Why did I do that? I thought I should just relegate myself to stupidity from now on because I do stupid stuff all the time. Well, I'll tell you what. Don't do stupid stuff. No, it's not that easy. I think I'm just stupid. I said some stupid stuff to her. She's mad at me. She's never going to forgive me. It's just mad at me. He's sad, man. I'm like, oh, man, let's not go backwards. Okay, look, let's focus, all right? This is at the 90-day part. Let's get you to 120 day. How about that? 120 day? I can't even get past today. I'm so sad. Well, you know what? That's good. Why do you say that? That's a wreck. No, you're a good guy. I know you are. I'm not. She just said, you're that guy again. That's because she wants you to be the good guy, and she's hoping maybe you feel sorry. Do you feel sorry? Yeah, I hate it. I don't like this feeling. I never felt this feeling. That's why I turned that off. Boop. He did turn it off a long time ago. I don't have to think about stuff. I said, look, tell you what. That emotion is good. Why is it good? Making me sad. Because it gives you hope. What do you mean it gives you hope? You didn't think of it. I didn't think of what? He goes, we go back and forth. Right? Long story short, I go, look, the moment you say ahead of time, is that going to make her angry at me? Mad, frustrated, sad, or is she gonna be disappointed if I do this particular act or action? Just stop yourself before you get mad and angry and heat it up. Say this. Wait, is that gonna make her mad or angry or sad or frustrated? Oh, keep calm. Play it cool. All right. He goes, that never works. It does work. It doesn't work. It does. Fine, I'll try it out for a day. I'll show you it doesn't work. Just ask for forgiveness, buddy. Say, look, I'm sorry. Bring her some beautiful flowers. Women love that stuff. They do. It's a thing. And if you don't have flowers, go find some. Just do so. So what? Just surprise her. Don't even just leave them there. And just leave them there. Put it where she's gonna I don't know. Just find it. Don't be a stalker, dude, because nobody likes that. I know exactly where. She won't think I'm a stalker. I know her favorite flower. I'm gonna go get that. It's too less, by the way. White. And he comes back. She forgave me. Yeah, feel good. Whoa. What? She forgave me, man. We're good. No, it doesn't work that way. She forgave me. We're good. No. You still gotta commit to the 180 challenge. That's right. 180 challenge. Okay. I'll commit. But I'm just telling you, 180 challenge. I got this. She forgave me. We're good. No. It never works that way. What do you mean? No, she's forgiving you, but now she wants to see action. What do you mean by that? Well, she's going to look, ladies out there, you do it. You test us. She's going to test you at some point. She doesn't mean to. She's just going to do it. And then the moment you show that face, once again, she's going to be like, yep, just like I thought. But I bought you flowers. Yeah, but it doesn't last. It doesn't move by action. You got to create action and good action. You got to keep it going. Why said, I don't want to tell you. I'm kind of disappointed in myself. Why? Well, I didn't tell you why I got mad and angry. Oh, don't tell me. I did. What do you mean? Okay, the ex saw me getting all good, saw I was going for Christine again, and the ex called me up and just wanted to be all, hey. And I was like, no, I'm for Christine. Duh. True. Christine suddenly says to him, hey, I've been watching you from afar because I got eagle sight. They do. Angels are amazing. Right? Like, oh, I see you. That's all right. Ah, wait, what is she doing there? I know that's your ex. Huh? But here's what she didn't do. She didn't. She goes, of course he did. And she knows what she does, right? Warrior angel, still battle angel. Anyway, long story made longer. The guy actually does the right thing, but he gets mad at her in a fight. And here's how it goes. So he tells me this. So her and I having a heated discussion. I go, Christine. Yeah, she came to me, but I shoot her off. Are you sure? Yeah? What, don't you trust me? Oh, don't start that way. It's like, oh, and then it just went from bad to worse. Well, could I trust you? I see you doing all that stuff with all those people. Well, what about you? You're all good, but look at you with all those guys. They're all your, and then you dated that one guy, whatever his name was. Stupid. Yeah, I call him stupid. That's my phone, by the way. Don't worry, it's ringing for a reason. But anyway, long story short, not, because I know you guys really want to know. Hold on, I'm going to wait till that just ends. Hold on. It's a cool ring. You like it, right? That's my ring. Take a message. Deet. All right, cool. It's going to continue forever. Okay, look. At the end of the day, just do this. Wait. Just wait. Keep doing what's right. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. And keep committed. Keep committed so far that you say so committed that you're in it to win it. Whatever that happiness is. So back to him before we're so rudely interrupted. So he goes and he says this. True story. He says, look, I got mad. She got mad. I poked some fun at her stuff, and she poked all the bad of mine. And then I got really mad, and she got more mad. And we were just like, and she goes, yep, exactly what I thought. And I said, what's that mean? I thought you were good. Oh. He storms off, but he doesn't show the He's like, you know what? Fine. She goes, fine. Boom. Angel doors, they get closed all the time. People fighting. I didn't know you were there. He comes to my doorstep. Hey, what do you want? She's not forgiving me. I don't know why. What, did you do something bad? No. But she thought it was. That's pretty much bad. So you didn't do anything bad? Nope, 100%. Are you sure? I may have said something that might have inspired hope in the ex. I said, well, her and I don't work out, She kind of overheard that because somebody told her, and they said that was the thing she was holding on to, and I just didn't want to confess that to you. But, it's a fallback. You don't go forward. Sometimes you go backward. You know what I mean? So I was kind of like, well, Christine's might not like me eventually because she likes this other guy. I see her looking at googly eyes at the other guy. It's not that great, by the way, but whatever. Look, do you want to make it work? I do. I hate myself right now. Do you really want to be with that other lady? Not really. It's just like fallback plan, but don't tell her that. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I don't judge. Long story short, I tell him this. Stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize. You did the flowers, right? Yes. Stay focused. Because guess what? Temptation's going to be around at every corner. You're right. I know that temptation. I gotta let that temptation get to me. Look, just prove to Christine she's your forever. I can do that. Is she your forever? Yes. Is she your always? 100%. Do you remember the time you lost her? Yes. Oh, I don't want to lose her again. All of a sudden, Mr. Man's up for another 90 days. By the end of the 185th day, I check in on him. So how you doing? We're getting married. I didn't know that was a thing. It's a thing up here. I make a commitment. She makes a commitment. We stay committed to one another. We take evil shit out. Oh, did I cuss? Yeah, I did. Oh, I take them all out. And long story short, we're going to be happy forever because I think she and I I got to stay in it to win it because now I'm committed. Commitment. Stay committed. And if you stay committed to that person who you're eventually going to meet, maybe you're committed to them already. Stay committed. Stay committed. And if you're not committed and you end up losing that true love, what's it for? I say there's more to the story. Because at the 280th day, I attended the wedding. Boy, everybody super happy. Oh man, these are the two. He's like, thank you so much. Thank you. This is my wife, Christine. I never committed to her before. We should have committed a long time ago, right, Christine? Christine's like, I miss you. I know I miss you too. You're like, get a room. We're gonna, right? Then, go into another round. Anyway, long story short, it's a story making it up, right? Or am I? But long story short, all you need to know is this. Whatever that happy factor is, find it for you. And then keep asking yourself this question. Do I want to stay happy eventually? And if I'm not happy, or if I don't find my happiness right away, what am I going to do to get to happy eventually? Ask yourself those set of questions. And guess what? You'll start thinking in a completely new way. And you're going to say, I kind of remember the moment when I was happy. I actually forgot. Don't know how I forgot. There's something that does make me happy. I'm going to do that. Such a simple concept, and yet profound things happen when you ask yourself that. I think we have forever. We have forever, people. Forever is forever in forever land. True. It's true. Not made up. You continue living forever. But do you want to do it again and again and again in the same way, same fashion? Do you want to test theories out? Do you want to do things differently? Whatever. Do you want to continue living forever? And if you say, nah, I'm bored. I hate this life. I want to give up. Then I say, you haven't determined what is your happiness. You just haven't determined it. Because you didn't stop to think and say, wait a minute. What really makes me happy? And maybe you don't know yet. Maybe you haven't found anything that makes you happy. Maybe you're simply not doing the right thing, and you simply need to try to do the right thing, and you need to kind of remind yourself, and you say this. All you need to say is this. I'm going to try to help other people out, and maybe one day I'll find my happy. Put that into action. Make that a 90-day program. Start with that. Whatever that is, just ask yourself, okay, all right. Anybody need help? Think of all your great assets, all the stuff that you bring to the table. You know, maybe you're busy. Maybe you're doing your own stuff. You got your own stuff. You can't do all happiness for everybody, right? All the time. But maybe you can spend like a day a week, right? How many days do you have in your week? Whatever that is. Spend a day. And then that day you go, all right. Who needs help? Start thinking about it, right? Maybe it's a family friend. Maybe it's somebody. You go, let me go message that person. Let me see how they're doing. Maybe, they didn't answer. All right. Let me text somebody. They didn't answer. Okay. Oh, there's somebody. How you doing? Just asking. I haven't heard from you in a long time. I know. Just, thought of you. Thinking, how you doing? Why are you asking? They never ask that. They just go, oh, terrible. Yeah, tell me about it. Really? Yeah, I got some time. A portion, at least 8 minutes for happiness, because I'm trying this happiness pill that Aaron's recommending. I think it's stupid, but whatever. I'm not going to tell you. Oh, shoot. Did I tell you? No, I didn't. So just commit to that happiness pill. It's a thing. Look it up. And so all of a sudden that person says, well, yeah, I'm kind of sad, man. And before you know it, that 8 minutes turns into 20 minutes. I only push. I have more. All right. It's kind of my day off or whatever. Because you all have day offs, right? Trust me. You have a lot of day offs. But long story short, the lady that he messages, right? That one person goes, yeah, I'm just sad. I'm just frustrated. I'm just this is happening, that's happening. Really? Yeah. Oh, this is. That turns into an hour conversation, to 180-hour conversation. And all of a sudden, they are married once again because those two hooked up. You're like, because they're both single now. They didn't know it. They're single, ready to mingle. Trust me, it works. All right. But don't be the guy. Trust me, it doesn't work. Trust me. Don't call the person that's married and then try to make that person happy. Don't do that. You're going to create a lot of problems for yourself. Don't do that. Okay. Whoa, stop. Don't call the ex-lover, because then you're that guy. Don't be that guy. Just don't be that guy. In fact, you should want that person to be happy. All right. It didn't work out between you and I. Hope you're happy. But don't tell them that. Don't call them up. Hey, ex-lover of mine. I see you're married on Facebook. But hey, I was thinking about you. You're my one love. No. That's not what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Look in another direction. Simple. All right, they're happy. See, the other guy, well, I went and checked. Is she single? Yeah, she's seeing other guys. She's unhappy. Did she make a forever pact? No. Agree to disagree. They're single, ready to mingle. If it didn't work, it's just, all right, whatever. All right, so somebody's not. They're just having fun. Having fun. I don't judge. So, you look the other way and you go, well, how many different people can I help? All right, help you. None of them are love interests, right? But it's okay. They don't have to be love interests. They're just people. And then suddenly, you get spoken of really great. And all of a sudden, 5 different people come to your aid. They say, no. You don't know him like I do. He helped me out when I was at my lowest. Oh. You don't. I know this guy. For a total of like an hour, he just was there for me. Really? Yeah, he offered some advice. Couldn't help me much, but he just listened. Really? And I think the creator kind of looks at those and goes, "No, those are barometers going up because people are starting to." Yeah. Hope. You have hope. Because I gave you a little bit of a solution to probably something you've been wondering about for quite some time. How do I get to happy? Maybe that's not your happy pill. Maybe your happy pill is quite simple. You want to have a lot of money. I get money. Yeah, that's a whole another conversation for another time. All right, people, I love you. I do appreciate you. Let's see. Comment social media. I appreciate you. Let's see. Let's go up. Let's go. All right. Angie Guzman says, hello from Texas. Hello, Texas. Appreciate you, Angie. Let's see. Sure, why not? Let's do this one. People need to be patient, improve themselves, and life works out. That's true. Be patient with yourself. Sometimes we're just not patient enough, We're mad, we're angry, upset, and sometimes we go, oh, I'm stupid. Don't do that. Don't. The moment you relegate to, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, don't do that. Say, you know what? Okay, I had a dumb moment. Count it. Call it out. I was dumb in the moment. How can I fix myself to want to be a better version of me? Okay. And then start doing more of that. Okay, you're going to have dumb moments. Sooner or later, the dumb moments that were all like this, right? Because you're mad, angry, and upset. Suddenly they start going like this. They start shrinking. And then you go through your life. You're like, I'm making a lot of great, smart choices. True or true? Because the dumb moments, and you know them. You know them. You don't want them called out. Be like, yeah, I was kind of dumb because that caused a lot of unhappiness with a lot of people, and now they hate me. I hate my life. Well, don't hate your life. Just fix it. What do you mean? Fix it. Just fix it. There's ways. There's always ways. You know it. You already know it. You're just looking for the solution. But inherently, everybody knows their own solution. They just don't want to follow it. So how's it going to make you feel? Is it going to make you happy in the end? Is it going to make you mad in the end? Or is it going to make you sad in the end? Then stop doing that. Just change. Make a choice in the moment and say, I'm going to choose to do good. Or I'm going to choose to make somebody happier than me. Maybe it doesn't have to be your happiness. Maybe it's making somebody else a little happier in their day and or lifetime. Maybe you make something happen in their life that they never thought would happen. You spread some love. You spread some joy. Or you've asked this question. Hey, what makes you happy? I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. Thank you for watching the morning show. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. Seriously, I do. And for the rest of you, keep watching. Bye-bye, everyone.